Hey, how's it going, everybody? I just wanted to come out here and share with you a day in the life of a shoot with a multi-video production. So basically today what we're doing is we're not just filming one video. We don't just come out on set and film one video for one price. What we try to do is set up and establish multiple videos to accomplish multiple goals. When we're trying to think about what is the trajectory of the business and what are they trying to do, there's different types of videos that we can do to establish those goals. So today what we're doing is a brand film and 3 testimonial videos. So this is a perfect example of when we can come in and knock out 4 different videos all in one half day. It's not even gonna take us the entire day. And what we can do is use those as marketing content on the website. So what you're gonna see is we're actually just in a local residential home. We're not using a studio, we're not using a big office space, and we're using one camera, the Canon C70. We're gonna shoot high quality video. We're gonna set up all our own lights. We're gonna basically transform this house into our own little personal studio. And we'll show you behind the scenes of what that looks like inside. But I just kind of want to give you a general idea of why we're here and what we're doing. I just wanted to show you the setup real quick that we had for all of the interviews. So the C70 we had set up over here. It's a 24-70, but what I had is it zoomed in. I have it far back from the subject. So we're looking at close to about 6 or 7 feet. That way I could go on the 50mm, which is closer to what the human eye sees. For interviews, it's a great, perfect framing for the composition. Right over our heads here, we would have the key light. The key light is what's really giving all of the fill on the face. Then over here, we have the main fill light on the side. This light is going through a big diffusion. So this is diffusing to the background, being able to showcase over here we have a plant. Otherwise, the background and the plant is really dark. If you just look, we'll show you an image here with just the key light, and then adding in that side fill really shows off this background. Thirdly, we have the hair light, which we adjust. It's a nice kicker to the back. It really shows a nice lining along the side of the body and really makes the depth of field look a lot more than it actually is in the framing. And then over here, if you look, we have a bounce right here, which that key light is bouncing right into this reflector, which also lifts up the shadows on the face so that you're able to get a more flat look for the overall picture. Just the chillest dog ever. We're gonna say goodbye to Miss Tuna Fish. We're dog sitting, but we have a video shoot to do today with Josh, and we're doing a bunch of videos with brand film, testimonials, you name it. We're trying to get his brand out there online. So I want to show you guys what that process looks like to do one shoot day in less than 5-6 hours and put together 4 or 5 videos of content that he could use for his marketing strategy throughout the year. Come on. So real quickly, I just wanted to point out that all 3 of the lights in this 3-point lighting setup are about 5 to 6 feet away from Josh here. And the main reason for that is we don't want the lights to be too harsh, but we also want to fill the area. So this backlight, which is also his hair light, is also creating a nice rim along his shoulder line. And then on the top here, you can see that it's also highlighting all of his hair. So he's actually sticking out and popping from the background a lot more. We only have about 3 feet of space from the background. So we really need to create more and more depth as much as possible. And then by using diffusion, we're also allowing ourselves to pop out the background from the plant so that we're showing more of depth from the subject from the object, but also from the back wall. And then if you look over here, our camera is about another 6-7 feet away from Josh in order to create a 50mm look so that he has a framing that is about waist to the top of his head, which creates a nice composition for what you're seeing in the image we'll show here. So right now I'm putting a little bit of matte on our subject. This is Josh, he's gonna be doing an interview right now. And basically his forehead and his nose with the key light and the side lighting, everything was kind of like blowing out under his eyes, the tip of his nose and his forehead. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just applying a little bit of a matte with a little brush. And we're just trying to rub in on his forehead and his nose so that we can remove those highlights in camera, and it gives it a really nice polished look afterward. How you feeling, Josh?
Pretty good. Ready to do it.
All right, this is the 5th video of the day. So we did 3 testimonials and then a CEO interview. So this last one is going to be a brand film. We're using a teleprompter. So if you see over here, we're using the laptop going in through HDMI into the teleprompter setup. It's one camera. He's going to be looking directly into the screen. We do have a smaller environment in here, so we only needed a backlight and a key light in the front. But what I'm trying to do is really try to create a little bit more space in the audio, because right now it was a little echoey because of the fact that it is a small room. There's a lot of walls bouncing the sound all over the place. So I put up a sound blanket to help from it bouncing off that sidewall, hoping to remove some of that echo. I'm also going and putting a lav mic with a vampire mic. If you can see here, there's these little metal clips that's gonna go on the inside of the shirt. And so you won't be able to see the microphone, and it should help muffle the sounds. If there is any echo, the shirt will actually help prevent some of that bounce. All right, so we just wrapped up the shoot and it went really well. We usually will do what's called an AAR after every shoot, which stands for after action review. We just wanna know what went really well and what could we do better next time. So usually our team will go internally, try to figure out those things. We're always trying to do better each shoot. So every shoot that we have, we're trying to like outdo ourselves. So, I mean, you were the client today, Josh. Yeah. I mean, how would you say that we did today?
Oh, today was excellent. I don't have much else to compare it to, but I would say my expectation was that it was probably going to be a little more choppy than what it was. And that's probably more so on my end with like clients coming in and out. I wasn't really sure like how everything was going to go, and like the teleprompter and like, you know, everything that you had kind of briefed me on. I was kind of just like prepared for like whatever's going to happen. But it was definitely a like very, very smooth sailing, felt very comfortable the whole time. Like I didn't feel like stressed out or that something wasn't going the way that I wanted to. Like I felt like you guys knew exactly what was gonna look best and sound best, and I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I had to question anything. I think that's probably a big thing. I think a lot of times people might question a process that they have zero knowledge on.
Sure,
you know,
absolutely.
Because like they think from the outside looking in, like, oh, well, logically I would just do it this way. Like,
it always helps when you have the knowledge behind it, what you're talking about.
But I didn't feel that way at all. Like everything, like, you know, made sense. And yeah, so I mean, it was fantastic. It was really good.
So after action review, I think things that went really well was all of the people that came, your clients, they really understood what you did as a service product, and they really sold you well, and that really helps to show on camera. What I would say is vetting who you choose as your clients. You want to make sure that they're really good on camera, or at least they're really good, well-spoken. I think overall, all three people went really well. The fourth video that we did, which is the brand film, was in a smaller room, it was a little echoey. I think something we could have done a little bit better was to have more sound blankets or things to dampen the sound. Sometimes having a carpet to roll out and put on the side, it really helps to remove that echo. But overall, I think we did great. And I mean, it's your first time on camera doing teleprompter, and I think it went really smooth. So
yeah, I was very happy. I surprised myself on the teleprompter the first time, and then I surprised myself again because I did it better the second time.
So that's how we do. We always do things a second time, and we're always trying to better our craft. If you want to learn a little bit more about our processes and how we do things as a company, feel free to subscribe or like this video, and we look forward to making another one in the future.